let it go. In this video, we're gonna talk about Frozen 2 and why you should or should not take your family to see it. I've just come back from the theater, and I think there's three and a fourth important thing you need to know so that you can decide how to proceed. Let's go. What's up, friends? It's your boy Erik Bledsoe with ericbledsoe.tv. On this video, we're going to talk about Frozen 2. In particular, three themes that the video goes to great lengths to point out. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to answer the question that's burning on everybody's mind about relationships and this new movie and whether or not it is safe for you to take your little family. If you're new to my channel, I usually do weekly videos on how you can take simple action steps on your journey of faith so that you can stop feeling lonely and overwhelmed, you can gain direction and confidence, and you can live life to the fullest. I first want to offer you a free gift. I have just written a booklet as we head into the holidays called 5 Forgotten Strategies to help keep anxiety from attacking. Go to the website, plug in your email address, download that guide, and don't let the holidays and all that goes with them drag you down. There is a better way. So, on to the content. I've just returned from the movie theater seeing Frozen 2 with my little family, and my wife and I were able to get some answers to questions we had before we went to the theater. And now that I'm back, my phone is already blowing up with dear friends who are like, hey, what happened? Was this rumor true? Did this go down? And so I just wanted to do a quick video to inform you as parents and family who may be in our position so that you know how to make a good decision for your own family. And just as a warning, there's no way for me to talk about the movie without giving some things away. I will do my best to prevent too many spoilers, but spoiler alert, I will be talking about the movie. Let's get this out of the way up front. It's a Disney movie. I have friends on both sides of the aisle. I have friends who have annual passes and go to Disney monthly, flying across the country to do it. And I have other friends who think Disney is the devil. Whichever side you're on, I just want to be clear. This is still a Disney movie, and you're not going to like the second one if you didn't like the first one. It's still about ice queens and snow princesses and spells and little goblin rock guys and things. So that's still going to be there. Just a disclaimer. Second disclaimer, this movie is a sequel. It's part 2. And so the characters have aged and the audience has aged, and Disney is aware that the people who fell in love with the initial characters when they were toddlers and then grew into young womanhood will also have become older like the characters. So some of the plot lines and the stories going on in here are much more robust, and the ideas are more complex, and they're a little more difficult, to be honest. They're a lot more personal and heavy than some of the ideas in the first movie. So point number 1. Right from the beginning, Disney tackles the nostalgia that we all loved the first movie. The opening scene is like, we love who we are, Frozen, woo! And yet immediately there's this tension that the wind is changing, that we can feel the future calling, and the characters introduce us to this tension by saying, I love who we are, and yet I feel us aging and growing. And, there's some characters who think aging will help them answer all the deep questions of their heart, and there are others who realize it won't. All of the characters are kind of caught in their own unique moment about what that means. I don't want to give too much away, but right from the beginning, Elsa is struggling with this, and she says, I can't freeze this moment, but I can seize today. And so it's this beautiful tension. Over the course of the movie, the way that they unpack that is, I can't walk into my future, into my own calling, in the shadow of someone else if I'm seeking to find my identity in them. I have to be who I've been created to be. And so I can't get hung up exclusively on what other people think about me. I can't take too much stock in all that, and I can't constantly be looking for other things and other people and other places to define me. I have to step in and own who I am, and then change from there and let that be the place that I grow and love and serve from. So beautiful. They really handle this well. Solid. I can't give too much away. Number 2, the idea of grief. Later in the movie, one of the characters experiences such a deep, dark, profound sadness. And Disney is, in their way, masterful at showing what grief feels like. I mean, the character is despondent for their life and has to decide, am I going to live or am I going to lay down and die? What do I do next? And the answer for the character and throughout the movie is do the next right thing. When you don't know what to do next, when you don't have vision to see the perfect plan for the future, figure out what the next right thing is and do it and keep moving. I love that. I'm not gonna lie, the scene is intense. But it's beautiful. And I thought, what a message for those of us, especially around this holiday season, who look back and struggle with the loss of loved ones or of tragedy in our personal lives, because the holidays bring all of these thoughts to mind. It was real, y'all, but it was great. It was really great. So idea number 3, the concept of historical narrative and who controls it. In the film, there are characters who learn that the history they were told about themselves and their people is actually not the full story. And they actually learn that the part that was hidden from them is very ugly and has very present consequences in their modern moment. And so the question that Disney asks is, will the characters use their present position and authority, even at great cost to themselves, to seek the good and the restoration of those who have been hurt and offended? Will they confess that those things are true? Will they own them? And will they seek the wholeness of the community, even at great cost to themselves? Yo, stuff is real up in Arendelle. Like, it's heavy. Woo! Just, I just want you to know. There's conversations to be had after the movie's over, Woo! Woo! Disney bringing the heat. And number 4, the question everyone is dying to know that you have stuck around to the end of this video to answer. Are there any new relationships that form, for better or worse, on either side of the aisle in this movie? And the answer is no. No. There are no new relationship. Boy, girls, nothing of any sort, of any way. We make some new lizard friends, but that's about it. Ain't nobody got any new partners, any new spouses, girlfriends. Boy, it's all gravy. All that hype about what things happen didn't happen. Now you know. One final thought, just as a reminder, this is a sequel. Be advised. Disney intends that the audience has aged with the movie. If your kids are just now seeing the first one, maybe wait a little while before they see the second one, if they're 4. The concepts are more intense. The sads are more sad. The happies are more happy. But overall, it's a very thought-provoking movie. It's not nearly as much sparkle and glitter as the first one. It's crazy good, but it's heavier. It's beautifully crafted. The songs are super catchy. My son loved it. He's 9. He's a boy, and he hates princess movies. And he was like, Dad, that was great. Friends, I hope this helps. I love you. I am for you. You can do this. Peace.